So today's campground tour is of Rickwood Caverns State Park, which I'm walking through right now. We're Matt and Dave, and together with our dogs Belle and Hudson, we're exploring the world in our escape travel trailer. In the winter of 2023, we traveled from Ontario to Texas to pick up a 17-foot casita trailer and spent over a month on the road. We liked it so much that by the fall of 2023, we upgraded to a 19-foot escape trailer so that I had space to work from the road. We haven't looked back since. Come see where we go next. As you can see, a lot of beautiful landscape here. Very rocky landscape. So what can I tell you about this park? Well, let's start with the reservations. So like any state park, reservations are pretty straightforward. You could either reserve on recreation.gov, which is what we did, or you could book directly on the park's website. But as with most state parks, I definitely recommend booking ahead of time, far in advance, I should say, because state parks are notoriously hard to get into. We were lucky enough to get 3 days here, but this is a small park. The park only has 14 sites, 14 service sites, and that means that there's definitely limited availability. So what does this park have to offer? Well, the main thing is obviously the caverns, as you could probably tell by the Rickwood Caverns name. And we did do a cavern tour, and you can check that out. I'll leave the link below. There's also quite a large pool. Because we're here at the beginning of March, the pool was not open, but it's larger than I've seen at any campground before. It's got a water slide, it's got a diving board. The pool at the deep end is about 12 feet deep, and then there's also a smaller pool for kids. It's also a really nice playground for kids. It's older equipment that reminds me of when I was a kid. Still looks like lots of fun. And there's some great hiking trails. Now the hiking trails are not long. There's 3 hiking trails here, and they're all under 2 miles. So this is not a full day of hiking that you're gonna do. This is maybe an hour, couple hours at most if you really take the time to enjoy the scenery. The lots are fully serviced, water, sewer, power, and there's also great Wi-Fi here and great cell phone signal. So that was a definite bonus. You're in a bit of a valley here at Rickwood Caverns State Park, which means you don't get as much sun as you might somewhere else. And there's also a lot of shade trees. It also rained for the 3 nights that we were here, which meant that things remained pretty damp. Probably the reason that you see all of the moss on the rocks that I'm showing in some of this footage. There's an office and a gift shop here. You can go and get some souvenirs. We've also got slushies and ice cream and drinks. Nothing in terms of hot food though. In terms of nearby attractions to consider, Birmingham, Alabama is only about a half an hour drive away. So not too bad if you want to go there for the day and see some of the sights. We went to see about 4 or 5 things, Vulcan Park being one of them. That's a statue that overlooks the city. Great views of the skyline. We also went to the Sloss Furnaces National Historic Site. That was really neat, highly recommended. Both of these things that I've mentioned are free, so check them out if you're in the area. The overall campground vibe is pretty relaxed. We found most of the people that we met were staying here for 1 night, just passing through. Surprisingly, not a lot of people here specifically to see the caves, but the people that we met who did go on the cave tour really enjoyed it and recommended it to others. The bathhouse facility itself is clean and modern. There's 4 showers, male and female. The only issue was that some of the doors on those showers did not close properly, so there was only 2 of the 4 showers that were actually functional when we were here. Probably something that'll be fixed in the near future. So, would we recommend this park? Absolutely. Like most state parks, it's absolutely worth visiting. It's right off the I-65, so you don't need to go very far off the beaten path. And just the landscape is worth seeing. So if you're in the area, if you're near Birmingham, check out Rickwood Caverns State Park. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button. Or even better, subscribe to our channel. It really does help us reach a wider audience. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.